Money Marvels from Museum on the Mound. The world's longest money. We looked at what we think is the world's oldest money in another video. Now we're going to look at what is probably the world's longest money. It's called a tevao. It was used as money in the Santa Cruz Islands, part of Solomon Islands. While our money is based on a history of using metal as money, not all cultures had access to metal. People found other objects that everyone agreed were desirable enough to use as money. The money was usually made from things that were hard to find and that took a lot of skill and time to make. Many amazing things have been used as money in Solomon Islands. According to Santa Cruz legend, long ago people used small shell money, but they wanted something bigger and longer to buy more valuable things. Making this bigger, longer money was seen as a serious and spiritual process. Only a few specially chosen people were allowed to make it. It looked like this. It was coiled up like a snake. When the tevao was uncoiled, its total length was about 9 meters. That's the same as 2 average car lengths, or about 65 £20 notes lined up end to end. Let's take a closer look at how the tevao is made. The outer surface of the strip is red.
Just asking for a friend. What gives it this amazing colour?
It's made from feathers. The feathers came from the male scarlet honey-eater bird. As many as 500 birds were needed to make each tevao. It wasn't easy to collect the feathers. The birds were trapped by putting a sticky substance onto branches. Then the red feathers from the neck were plucked.
Tevao!
The red feathers were carefully glued along the edges of 1,500 to 1,800 small plates, like these. The plates were made from the grey feathers of Pacific pigeons glued together with sap from mulberry trees. The plates were layered so only the red feathers could be seen. They were tied onto a base with string made from the bark of a rainforest tree. Tevaos were often made by teams of people, each doing a different part of the work. If one person did all the work, each tevao would take about 1 year to make.
Feathers from 500 birds, 1,500 to 1,800 plates, 1 year to make? You're not making this easy to copy.
Don't even try. The skills you'd need are only passed down through a few families.
So, because it took so much time, effort and skill to make, the tevao was very valuable. Tevaos were used to buy only the most valuable things on the islands, like a canoe or a pig for a feast day. They also had an important role to play in ceremonial occasions. They could be used for giving to a bride's family at her wedding. They were also used for paying fines if you'd committed a crime.
Time to make a quick getaway.
Tevaos had to be stored carefully. They lost value as they got older and the red feathers wore off. That's quite different to our money. This shiny new 50p coin is worth the same as this scruffy old one. Today, coins and banknotes are used to make everyday purchases in Solomon Islands. But some say it would be better to go back to using the feather money. The value of coins and notes today is just something we've agreed upon. The materials they're made from are hardly worth anything at all. Online payments and cryptocurrencies aren't even things we can see or touch. It's easier to understand how the tevao came to be valued as a form of money. It's a beautiful object made of material that was difficult to get and that took great skill to make. There are many other examples of marvellous money in the world. Have a look at what you can find and let us know your favourite. Thanks for watching.
I really must chip in before you go. This currency is brilliant for preventing inflation. If too much of a currency is available, it becomes less valuable. This leads to inflation. Tevals became less valuable as they got older, but only so many new tevals could be made because they were so difficult to make. There's no chance of inflation with feather money, simply marvellous.